Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today I am here to do a fall horror 4K release preview where I'm going to rank the top 25 Chase's targets of all the horror films that are going to be released this fall that we know of so far. So pop that tape in, I got you, let's go do this. All right, so lots to get to here. Man, that was a mouthful in the intro, but we are going to do physical media news a little bit different today. I am going to look at everything that is being released in the horror genre on 4K. I'm going to talk about a couple of Blu-rays, but I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to let you know what I'm targeting, and I'm going to rank from what I'm very excited about all 25 of these, but I'm going to rank all the way to what I'm the most excited about, that at least that we know of. We still have some December announcements coming eventually. I mean, we do have Umbrella's December announcements, but we'll get December announcements from other places too. But this is what we know of so far. And there's a lot to be excited about. And there's probably some things out there that you're not thinking of. I'm going to rank the top 25 here. We're going to go over them. And I have gotten word on a couple of things, and I've sent some emails, and I've talked to a couple of people to see if these things are really working and really happening. And from what I hear, they are. It's just going to be a matter of when they come out, and we'll get to those at the end. But let's don't waste any time doing the rankings. Let's get right to it, and we're going to start out. Now, these are not necessarily by release, so this is stuff that's coming in September, October, November, or December that we know of so far, and that I don't have in my hands. So I'm not going to be including Poltergeist 2. I already have it. It is in my player over there. You're going to get a review of this coming very soon. And, of course, I already have Friday the 13th and Amityville Horror, even though their release dates, like this one just happened and the official release date for this hasn't happened yet. I've already done those 4K reviews. You can check those out on my channel. So those aren't in this top 25. But let's go on here. And if you check out Blu-ray.com, you can go do this for yourself. You can see the release dates of everything on here. So it's pretty easy to find out when stuff is coming out. But there's some other stuff that doesn't show up here that we're going to talk about that's in my top 25. But let's start out right now with number 25, which is kind of a tie. And to be honest with you, the reason that this is a tie and there's not a clear winner is because I already have one of these. One of them is going to go to Elvira. And the reason I don't have Elvira higher is I literally just bought the Blu-ray a couple of months ago, so I suffered from the Blu-ray curse here on that one. But you can definitely, I think Elvira will be fun in 4K. Doesn't look like there's any extras added, and it's the same cover art, but eventually I will get this just to satisfy my curiosity. Maybe I'll do a combo or a review of side by side to see what's better. So I had to throw it in there because I know me and I know I'll eventually get it, but I'm on a buying freeze and I've got too much stuff down the line, so it will be a while. The other one tied at the 25th spot here is this one at Vinegar Syndrome that I'm just interested in because of Lamberto Bava. This looks weird. I've heard some crazy things about it. It's got awesome cover art. Delirium. I've heard it's like a crazed nightmare. So I'm kind of interested to see this movie. And that's on pre-order now. Of course, that great cover art there. And I can't really show the back. But that comes in at number 25, tied with Elvira. And if we stay here on Vinegar Syndrome, you're going to get my number 24, and that is The Howling 2. I mean, I know it is a pretty cheesy movie. I have not seen it in a long time. I know the acting is not great, all that, but it is a werewolf movie. It's a Howling sequel. It's in 4K. It has awesome art here by Vinegar Syndrome. It's got extras. The out of print Blu-ray is crazy expensive. So I've already pre-ordered. I had some rewards points that saved me on my buying freeze. I pre-ordered the Howling 2. So it comes in at number 24. At number 23 on the list, we'll pick up the pace here just a little bit. At number 23 on the list is one that I had not ordered yet. And then right before I came on here, an awesome subscriber gifted me an order of this, and that's so awesome. I am so eternally grateful when somebody does something like that. Film Fan 78, he gifted me the number 23 on my list here, and I am talking about The Strangers. I don't have this. I have not seen The Strangers since the theater, so I am interested to see it. This is one of those that's inspired by true events movies. Spoiler alert, I got a list coming up of horror movies on that for spooky season content here. And this is awesome. I got gifted this, as I said, and I cannot wait to get this and watch it. The Strangers comes in at number 23. And at number 22 on the list, we are going to stay here with Scream Factory. I'm going to make sure I'm right on my list here. At number 22. And we are going to jump over to The Land of the Dead. Look, I mean, it's not my favorite of the series, but it's a Dead series. So, you got to have it. I don't have this movie at all. I'm excited to get it. I did pre-order before my buying freeze happened. I pre-ordered. I got hit with like $7,000 worth of sudden costs in the past month or so. And before my buying freeze, I pre-ordered The Land of the Dead. So I got this double slip cover, double poster cover. So I am excited to get The Land of the Dead. That one is coming out. I'll try to tell you guys when these come out. That one comes out. The street date is October 15th on that one. And then coming up next is one that you're probably not thinking of, and it's one that I have already. So I'm a little ashamed of myself for wanting this one so bad. But I am talking about the new 4K release of From Beyond by 88 Films. Now, this one's gotten pushed back twice. Now it's not supposed to come out till November, but look at that cover art there. I mean, that thing is bad to the bone. It's got a few new extras in it. You got Barbara Crampton there and looking great on the cover. And I've just fallen in love with this movie recently, so I am looking for that. From Beyond comes in at number 21. Now, the funny thing here on this next one is you got to go to a Walmart for a few of these. Five Nights at Freddy's is one that I did pre-order back before my buying freeze. It's out of stock. It sold out pretty quick. It comes in for me at number 20. Definitely be watching that one with the kids. I did get my order in on that. If that's one that you want, you're going to have to kind of check back on it. Nice, cool steelbook there, and I grabbed it early on. Comes in at number 20. Now, at number 19 on my list is one that maybe a lot of you guys out there already have. I don't have any of these in 4K. I am looking forward to the Blade 4K steelbook. This one comes out in November as well. And, it's Blade 4K. It's an awesome looking steelbook there. I got my pre-order in through, I think I pre-ordered this one through Orbit, though you can find it here on Zavi. You can get Orbit to get you a lot of these things, but I am looking forward to Blade in 4K. It comes in at number 19 on the list. Now, at number 17 on the list is one of two that I posted about on my community tab here lately, and kind of is ticking me off just a little bit. And I am talking about Signs. Signs, I guess I would still classify it as horror. I got another list here on the side that we'll get to in a few minutes of is it horror that I'm looking for. Signs, the Amazon pre-order on this is $45. Yes, it will probably go down. I'm assuming they have the price guarantee, but you don't always get that. I've been burned on that before where they didn't adjust it or it dropped after they already sent it out and I didn't get anything. This is actually, if you go to Orbit right now, even though it's $45, $46 on Amazon, if you go to Orbit right now, I think that he has this for $34.99 on pre-order, which is, I mean, that's $10 less. I still think that's too high because it doesn't, you can't even tell if it comes with a slip cover. It just looks standard. Yeah, he has it. You can pre-order from Orbit for $34.99, so it's already $11 less there. But street date on that is October 22nd. Signs, I do like Signs. I know a lot of people don't like it. I actually do really like it. And it comes in at number 18 for me, but I will be waiting to see what the price does on that one. Again, I'm in a buying freeze right now. The next one up on my list is just come out. It's out already. I do believe that it just came out. Yes. I am talking about Criterion's 4K release of Repo Man. I don't have this one. I guess is it walking the line of horror as well? I mean, I put it in horror for this countdown, and it comes in at number 17 for me. I haven't seen this movie in 20 years, probably. So I'm looking forward to it. I held out to wait for the 4K when I heard that was coming out. I don't have this ordered yet, but I'll probably wait for Criterion sale. Hopefully it'll go on sale in November, and I'll pick up Repo Man then. But definitely comes in on my list here at number 17. At number 16, we go back to Arrow Video. If I can find it. I got a lot of these pages pulled up so I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. And there's just stuff everywhere. All right, we go back to Arrow Video, and you can put this pre-order in with Orbit as well. I am talking about The Invasion. And this is an Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie. This stars Daniel Craig. It stars Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman is beautiful. I haven't seen this one since it was in the movie theater, and I think it came out like in 2007-ish, something like that. The release date on this one is November 12th. This is one of those they don't really give Arrow didn't give a lot of information about what the 4K restoration was on this one. But I don't have it at all, so I'm happy to get it in any way, and I'm pretty excited. Like, when I haven't seen a movie in so long, it adds to the excitement, maybe bumps it up further the list just because of the anticipation of seeing it. But The Invasion does come in here at number, 19, 18, 17, 16. I can't read my own writing. 16 on my list. Jumping back to Scream Factory in my top 15 here is another one that I got on that pre-order before my buying freeze happened. And I am talking about Death Becomes Her. This is a dark horror comedy. Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, love both of them. Meryl Streep is in this movie too. She's okay. But I just love Bruce Willis and Goldie Hawn so much. And I'm looking forward to all the extras that come with this. And I don't own this movie anymore. I used to on VHS, and it's got a new 4K transfer of the 35 millimeter negative on here. The way it's written looks like there is some new stuff. The Making of Death Becomes Her, featuring interviews with Robert Zemeckis and a couple of others, including the director of photography, Dean Cundy. The reason I say is it doesn't say new, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't say new beside it. But then after that listing, you see here, it doesn't say new, but then it specifically says a vintage making of featurette. So is there two vintage ones? Is there two, like, I don't know. So like they delineate this one as a vintage one, and then they don't say what this other making of is. So I don't know, but I'm very interested to get that. And I think this is one of those I can pull my wife in to start, getting into some more horror. She's seen this one before. So Death Becomes Her comes in at number 15 on the list. Number 14, we're staying right here with Scream Factory, and I'm going for Hush. I've been hearing great things about this. This is one that's challenging my buying freeze, but I just can't really buy anything right now. This is probably the version I'll go with here, the two slip covers, the two poster versions. That is the $40 version, and this thing is absolutely smashed with extras. I mean, just tons. They did this release right. I mean, you're talking about just, I don't know, a dozen brand new extras, two different cuts of the movie in 4K, a black and white version. Absolutely awesome. Now, they do have another version. Like, if I just had money to burn, I would probably buy the version with the poster that's signed by Mike Flanagan, because I think I've told the story. To display all these posters, 'cause I love artwork. So to display all these posters, I'm getting one of those wall-mounted like racks that you used to look through posters in the store, and I'm going to put all my posters in there. I'm not a big autograph hound guy, just because it's so different when when you've been the person sitting on the other side of the table signing the autographs. Like Martin is a friend of mine, Marty Cove. He always just gives me stuff signed, like, just writes notes and stuff to me. Now that kind of stuff I dig, because it comes from him as a gift. And I have a couple of little things. Bill Moseley, when he worked with me, he signed a bunch of stuff and just wrote stuff. And every time I see him, he gives me stuff. So things like that. I don't, but things do mean some stuff to me. If it's really, a big time hero of mine or something. But it is cool. It adds to it, but it essentially increases the price of that exact same set by $50. So you're paying $50 for that autograph, essentially, because it's the exact same as the $39.99 set. But Hush comes in at number 14 for me on this list. Now, the next one is one that I pre-ordered a while back on Steelbook. This is one I had to keep fighting back and forth to get. And I've never seen this movie, but I've heard such great things, and this Steelbook look awesome. I can't wait to get it. Again, this was before my buying freeze. It's sold out here on Orbit. You can get a standard release. But as far as my targets go, it does come in at number 12. I think it's 12? 13. I can't read that, especially from over here. It comes in at number 13. The next one, we're going to jump back to Scream Factory. And this is one I can't believe I don't have in my collection right now. But I am talking about The Blob. I don't have this movie at all. I haven't seen it in many years. They did this cool Steelbook release with the poster. Again, like, I am a sucker for the posters, but I love artwork, and I'm going to put them up to display them. I'm not just going to hold them in a tube forever. But The Blob, classic horror, sci-fi horror. I can't wait to get it and just revisit it, because it's been so long since I've seen the movie, and it comes in here on the list at number 12 from Scream Factory. All right, Chase's targets were almost to the top 10 here. Let's see. 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. We're coming in at number 11, and this is one nobody's talking about. I don't have this movie on physical media at all. But it is definitely one that I cannot wait to get, especially in this set. I pre-ordered this a long time ago. I'm talking about the Beetlejuice 4K big collector set. I ordered this from Zavi. I have not seen this available anywhere else. Even Orbit does not have this. This is a $52 set. You check out here everything that's with this. So it's going to be one of those huge collector sets that they release over in the UK. This is going to be on 4K. It even has your handbook for the recently deceased. It's got original poster artwork. I can't wait to get this one in my hands. Here is the artwork was still not finalized, but this is coming out soon. And and then they've already announced a Beetlejuice steelbook, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But because I don't know when it's coming out, so but this one I haven't seen anybody talk about this. You can't order this at Orbit, you can't get it at Diabolic. This is the only place I have seen this is Zavi US. You can order it through there like I did. If you're interested, they still have it. You can use my code below. You can get a discount if it's your first time ordering. But yeah, I cannot wait to get that in my hands. Comes in at number 11. At number 12 on the list is one that we don't have a release date specifically for yet. We just know it's coming before the end of the year. And that is Scars of Dracula by Kino. I really want to get a full Hammer film collection, and I know that I think like this is the first big one that's on a 4K. And Kino's doing this. I know there's like a set out right now from Australia where you can get like Twins of Evil, several others in a Blu-ray bunch. But if they're going to start cranking these out in 4K, I may just be patient and pick these up as they come along in 4K. Rather, I feel like the Blu-ray curse will get me if I jump and get like Horror of Dracula and all that kind of stuff, because I really want to rewatch and get reinvested into the Hammer horror films. I feel like the minute I do that, they're going to start dropping all these on 4K. Scars of Dracula may be the tip of the iceberg. We know it's coming from Kino this year. We just don't, all it just says is late 2024. We don't know when, but whenever it does, I really want to get that one. It's on my list, and it cracks the top 10 here. Scars of Dracula. Christopher Lee is Dracula himself. I actually just streamed this the other night. All right. Chase's targets in the top 10. A lot of you might be surprised at this next one here, but you shouldn't be, because I'm going to explain why. I'm talking about the Paramount Scares box, Volume 2. This is coming out here in October. I pre-ordered this before my buying freeze. $63 is what it is. And of course, if it goes down anymore, hopefully I'll get that. But this has Friday the 13th Part 2 on 4K. It has 4 movies, but it also has Breakdown on 4K, and that's like a long out of print. Now, both of those just got UK announced releases. But here's the thing. Both of those UK standalone releases with no slips, no anything, are $35 a piece. That's $70 just to buy those 2 movies with no slip. This, you're going to get this full big box, the Paramount Scares box, and you're going to get the cool artwork on the box. You're going to get all these extras inside the box, the Fangoria magazine. You're going to get the poster, and you're going to get 4 movies. So you're going to get those 2. You're going to get Friday the 13th Part 2. You're going to get Breakdown in 4K, and all these with special individual slip covers. You're going to get a collectible pin, all that kind of stuff. That's great. But you're also going to get 2 other movies. So that is worth the price of admission there. You're basically getting, so right now it's $63. It would cost you more than that to individually buy the UK releases of Friday the 13th and Breakdown. It costs you more than that. So this is like getting the other two movies and all the artwork and everything else for free. The other two movies are World War Z and Orphan First Kill. I've actually never seen either one of those two movies, believe it or not. So I'm excited. Like I'm getting, like when you break that down, $60 for 4Ks, that's $15 a 4K. Hell yes, that's a Chase's target. And I am probably going to go back whenever I can afford it and get the Paramount Scares first box, because I did not realize it has Pet Sematary and Rosemary's Baby in that box, and that box has come down to like $70. But then it also has Sweeney Todd in it. It's got 5 movies. I don't own Rosemary's Baby or Pet Sematary at all. So, again, if I go and buy those individually right now, $60-$70 just for those two. So I may end up going back and getting that first box too. But this one's definitely I think it's a no-brainer deal. I think it's a no-brainer. Eventually, if they do a standalone steelbook and I got money for Friday the 13th, I'll probably get it. But I'm happy to get this for right now. Comes in at number 9. Number 8 on my list, we're going to jump back over here. And it's something I pre-ordered from Amazon before all of my stuff happened. I'm excited to get this. Now, this one's a re-release. And it is Sleepy Hollow 4K Steelbook. I have an old DVD of this I've shown off before that's like doesn't even have a case for it. I'm super excited to get this. It's like $29.99. I think this cover art looks awesome. This movie has all the fall vibes, spooky vibes. I like it. And I am super happy to get it and not have to go back and try to pay way aftermarket prices for it. So definitely a big time target. Sleepy Hollow. I am super looking forward to that. Can't read my own writing. We're going back to Scream Factory for number 7 here. And it is one that I also pre-ordered before the buying freeze. And I am talking about The Wolfman. Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt, Hugo Weaving. It has two. I ordered the 2 slip cover version, the 2 poster version, for $39.98 because I'm going to display the hell out of those posters. I'm a big werewolf movie fan, any kind of werewolf. So I mean, I even bought the Awful Lichen Colony because the crazy awesome artwork, and it was a werewolf movie. So I am super excited to get this, and they ended up loading this sucker with extras, including having 2 cuts of the movie in 4K. It's going to have Dolby Vision and an Atmos soundtrack. It's got new commentaries, new featurettes on this. But the big thing is getting the 2 cuts in 4K. That's the unrated director's cut and the theatrical version, both in 4K. So that's to me, that is it's a big 3-disc set. Totally worth it for $39.98. I haven't seen it since the theater. I'm ready to see that director's cut and give it a new chance, a new life. I'm really excited to get that. Definitely a Chase's target on that one. And then we're going back over here. I'm going to take you over to Orbit to show you the next one on the list. And I'm sure all of you are wondering how come I haven't talked about this one yet, but it's because I'm ranking these. I am talking about Second Sight's release of The Hitcher on 4K. Another one I haven't seen in probably 20 years. Rutger Hauer's terrifying in this. This is a hell of a set. This is one that Second Sight worked on for a long time. It comes in here at number 6 on my targets list. I pre-ordered this way back when it came out, so before everything else happened. So I'm going to live off these pre-orders. It's going to feel like I'm still buying stuff. I'm not. It's just a lot of pre-orders are still out there. I'm still got to be on my buying freeze for a while, which kills me. But this one comes out later this month, and it is a massive Chase's target here, and it comes in at number 6 on the list. All right, for the next one on the list, we're going to go back to Arrow. The re-release of the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. Uh, I am super excited to get this. I know a lot of people were not as excited about this. I didn't have this. This is another one that got crazy $150, $200 or more on eBay. So I was happy when I could still order this and get the Hellraiser set here without having to pay those aftermarket prices. So that was a target that I went after like boom, quickly. So I'm happy to get the Hellraiser set. I know a lot of you may already have it, so it might not be a big a deal. For me, it was really big deal. It saved me a ton of money and stress trying to go back to afford things. It's just killing me. But there it is, the Hellraiser set, the Quartet of Torment. So I am getting that, and it comes in at number 5. At number 4, we're going to jump back to Scream Factory, Shout Studios, Scream Factory, same deal. And we are going to go to probably the most expensive thing that I've gotten, and this was thankfully before everything else hit. John Carpenter's Village of the Damned. Now, you can probably see I am a sucker for these big John Carpenter movie sets with the big black box and the vinyl record and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure this is going to go on sale and bite me in the ass, but I bought this set. This is 2 slip covers, 2 posters, the black box with the 4K movie in it, and the vinyl record. I went all in. I'm trying to complete the set of those. And I still got to get Prince of Darkness, and I've got to get the old Blu-ray version of out of print version of Big Trouble in Little China. But I am trying to put together that whole set. So Village of the Dam was a no-brainer. Jump on it. Haven't watched it in forever. I'm a big Carpenter fan. And yeah, I had to have it. So that comes in high for me at number 4 on the list. At number 3 on the list, we're going to go back to Orbit because it's just easier to find it over here. I think they have it. Yes. This is another one that's saving me a chunk of money. This is one of my favorite all-time horror movies. It's in my top 25 favorite movies of all time, regardless of genre. And I am talking about the re-release of the Lost Boys Steelbook. I was so excited because, man, the price on this thing was nuts on the aftermarket. And to be able to get it for $34.99, no brainer. I cannot wait to get it. I have a slip box that I've ordered to go with it. I cannot wait to get this. I was so psyched for this. One of my favorites, like I said. And to not have to pay $150 for it or something or just like want it forever because you can't afford to pay that. I was so psyched about that. I know so many people already have it. Might not be a big deal. For me, it was huge. The Lost Boys comes in at number 3. At number 2, we're just going to stay here because it's going to be easier to find it. And it's where I ordered it from. Oh, man. I missed out on the big umbrella set of this. I am super psyched to get the 4K from Second Sight of Late Night with the Devil. I really like this movie a lot. I want to see more behind the scenes stuff. I want to see more of these features with it. I am super bummed that I did not get the umbrella set, the big, huge Night Owl set with the TV guide and the VHS. Even though that was a Blu-ray, I believe. I am super psyched to get a second chance and get this on a 4K. I know there's going to be some other 4Ks out there and stuff like Cape Light, different things like that, Turbine, probably like all that. The Second Sight is the one I'm going with, expand my Second Sight collection. That was a boom, man, I got to have that immediately. Late Night with the Devil comes in at number 2. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now that there is a tie at 1. I have a 1 and a 1A, and we're just going to have to deal with that. And we are going a studio release and a boutique release, if my thing will type. All right, my 1 and 1A are, I mean, I haven't been this excited in a while. Nightmare on Elm Street and Trick or Treat. These are two of my favorite horror movies of all time. Of all time. So to have these both coming out, there was no way I was splitting them apart. I mean, you got to maybe give. I have Nightmare on Elm Street as my 1, Trick or Treat as my 1A. Um, I I gotta have them both, and I ordered 2 different versions of these. So the Trick or Treat, I ordered this and the Arrow Store exclusive, so that I got both artworks. And then with Nightmare on Elm Street, I ordered the standard steelbook release here. And then if I can get this to type, I also ordered this big collector's set. So I double dipped on both of those. So I'm getting this big collector set. I'm getting the standard steelbook, and then with Trick or Treat, I'm getting both artworks, the Arrow Store exclusive and then the new artwork. I had to have both. Thank goodness that happened before I went broke doing house repairs and braces and all kinds of other stuff here that was just insane. Um, but I cannot wait to get these. You're talking about all of a sudden like 2 of my favorite horror movies of all time coming at once. So absolutely love it. That is Chase's top 25 targets. Now we have a couple of other targets on here. First of all, there's a couple things that I'm going to be waiting on that I do want, but I'm going to wait on. Sweeney Todd's getting a standalone release, but if I end up getting the other Paramount scares, I'll just get that with that box. The Stepfather from Scream Factory, that's another one that I want, but I'm waiting. Well, I'll wait longer on. Krampus, I want that 4K with the poster. I'll probably wait on that. Same thing with Shocker and Drag Me to Hell. So those are movies that I want, but I'm going to have to wait. Maybe there's a big Shocktober sale. Maybe I'll be able to afford to buy some stuff by then. But they don't quite crack the top 25. And then there's a few that, like, are they horror? I definitely want The Sixth Sense, Ghost, and Bringing Out the Dead. I want all 3 of those, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, are they horror? Are they not horror? You guys tell me. But they're definitely targets. They're just, are they horror? Or are they not? And then we have the non 4Ks. And of the non 4Ks, I definitely really want to, and I found out that this was gifted to me too, by my first channel member and awesome dude I talk to all the time, Tyler P. He gifted me. I wanted the House of the Devil from Umbrella, and he let me know that he's got that for me, and that's completely awesome. So it doesn't make the top 25 because those are 4Ks. This is a Blu-ray, but it's going to be an amazing release from Umbrella, and I really look forward to getting it and kind of rewatching it and kind of studying that film a little bit more. And awesome set, and I really do appreciate that. And then, of course, you guys are probably like, where the hell is the next one? But it is a Blu-ray, so it can't make that top 25. I can't get it pulled up right now. But the Blair Witch set from Second Sight. Of course I want that. I mean, I was never the biggest fan of the Blair Witch. Here it is. I was never the biggest fan, but this is an amazing set. I think it's a piece of cinema history and physical media history. So I want to have it, and it was one that I got before I went broke and can't buy anything. But it is a Blu-ray, not a 4K, so it doesn't count the same. So there's also the Triangle from Umbrella that is a Blu-ray that I want to get. And then there's some things that I'm like not interested in that other people are. And I got some surprises too coming out, so I want to get to those real quick. But like Pulse, that, like, I know a lot of people are really excited for that one. That one's just not on my list of things to get. I think there was like 1 or 2 others. Oh, Maxine, I'm going to wait on that because I don't have any of the others. I don't have Pearl or X. I really like X. I don't have either one of those, and I think they're going to do a 4K box soon, so I'm just going to wait on that. And then Long Legs, is that horror? That's another one that's coming. And Link, which is an older Elizabeth Shue movie that almost fits into my Bigfoot horror genre that I'll be looking at. So tons of stuff coming, tons of stuff. And then now those surprise announcements. I've been trying to clarify this as much as I can, but I think we're getting some movement from Disney and the stuff that they own underneath that umbrella, because we've got The Village coming, we've got Signs coming, we got The Sixth Sense coming, and now you're also going to get the word is Planet of the Apes. The original Planet of the Apes is coming. That would be a big deal, getting the original Planet of the Apes. And you're looking at getting Sleeping Beauty in 4K. So we're starting to get some movement there with Disney. So if Planet of the Apes comes and Sleeping Beauty comes along with those other releases, that's some more stuff that's coming. So hopefully we're starting to get some more movement there. But the Planet of the Apes would be a big one to come to 4K. And of course, Sleeping Beauty is a classic. So, and then you got those Shyamalan movies. So a lot of those are under Fox and stuff. So hopefully we're getting some movement there. I'm hearing that a Paramount 4K release is coming of Galaxy Quest for its anniversary. Its 25th anniversary is coming before the end of the year. I friggin' love Galaxy Quest. I absolutely love Galaxy Quest. That I will I will have to have that one in some way. So that's supposed to be coming from Paramount. And then another classic, at least in my opinion, that is supposed to be coming before the end of the year is Crocodile Dundee. I am super excited to see that. I don't have 100% confirmation on these, but talking to people and some information that I got back, I don't have insider studio information, but my other channel, I cover the theme parks, Disney, Universal. I have people that I know that do that know and hear other things too. And then, from working in the film industry, I have a few people I can talk to. I don't have insider info, but I have that on pretty good that those are coming. And the same thing with The Mask and Night of the Creeps. Those are coming on 4K. It's just a matter of when. We may get those before the end of the year still, but lots of stuff that's still coming. That's my targets. That's my rankings. Fall horror, spooky season in full effect. I'm going to have tons of other lists for you guys. Lots of things coming. And I hope you've enjoyed this. A little bit different video. Lots of spooky season content, lists, 4K reviews, rankings, all kinds of stuff. If that's something that you're interested in, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And you can consider joining the channel if you want to help support the channel. You can become a pop culture friend, family, icon, a fan. Couple dollars a month to get your name in lights here, special access to behind the scenes stuff, extra videos, all kinds of content, and I really do appreciate it. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Sorry, that was a long video. Bye-bye. I know.